Only write your enrollment number in the chat box. Only write your enrollment number in the chat box. Hello? Are you cutting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, and we have discussed about the phytohormones. Okay. And they're just about the 8 students. And where all are? Now, simply now tell me what you understand about the respiration. If anyone asks you about respiration, what do you understand? If someone speaks to respiration, what do you understand? Hello? If someone speaks to respiration, what does it mean actually? What do you understand? Anyone? What's the basic of the respiration? Anyone can have any idea about this? Hello? Anyone can speak about then what is respiration? What do you understand? If anyone speak to respiration, What actually mean? What does it mean actually? Hello? Anyone skip? Hello? Anyone can and say about then what is respiration? Yes or no?
Protection of energy.
What is? I'm speaking about
Respiration
Protection
means
of
oxygen
energy.
outside the cell.
That's all. Hey, don't
hello.
sound like that.
Yes,
Mother
sir.
nahi
Speak. Speak.
Respiration means oxygen movement to outside the cell.
Simply respiration implies you are simply the process of gaseous exchange. Okay. The process of gaseous exchange is typically known as the respiration. Respiration are three types. What are these? External, internal, and cellular. And we had in our course that was cellular. Now tell me then actually what are the common process of the cellular respiration? What are the common process of the cellular respiration? What are the common process of our respiration, cellular respiration? What are the common steps?
which organizations
You all are
combine
not,
oxygen.
you all are not coming the story. And just here we are discussing what you all are not coming the study. This is the last class today. That's why just I'm asking some questions. It is very much difficult to touch every person, and also I'm trying to touch every part, but you are not coming the study.
Hey,
Then what does mean by the cellular respiration? What does mean by the cellular respiration?
foodstuff molecules diverting the chemical substances into stress
It is the
activities.
it is the biological oxidation of food material by using molecular oxygen, releasing
Diverting
carbon
chemical
dioxide and water, and also releasing energy in very small steps. Okay,
yes, yes.
this is about the respiration. So now, and we have to discuss about our the phytohormones today. Okay, now come to our the now phytohormones. Now tell me then what's your idea about the hormone? If anyone speak to hormone, what does it mean actually? If anyone speaks about the hormone, what you understand about the hormone? What is hormone? Hello, okay, leave about and then now and try to understand this hormone. Actually, the hormones are the chemical messenger, and you might have heard the word the hormonal coordination control and the neural coordination and control. And then as like the neurons which coordinate the various part of the body, as like the hormones coordinate the various part of the body. And hormones are chemical messenger and they transfer some information from one part of the body to another part for some activities. Getting my point? Hello, getting my point?
Sir.
Yes or no? Hello. And people look at now here come to the now here and already we have discussed about the hormone. So first come to now come to about the phytohormone. As like the animal having hormone, the plant also having hormone. The hormone which are found in the plant are known as phytohormone. So hormone of the plant are known as the phytohormone. As like the hormone which control various growth and developmental activities in us, as like in the plant, the hormone also controls the various growth and developmental activities. So first you have to discuss about the definition of phytohormone. Then according to Pinchos and Thinman, and please your switch off your the audio or the mic so that and everyone can easily understand. Look at now come to the phytohormone definition. According to Pincus and Thinman in 1948, we can define the phytohormones as then you can now here and we can define phytohormones as organic substances produced naturally in higher plant controlling growth and development at a site that is remote from its place of production and active in minute amount. Now we'll explain this by taking the example of the oxygen. Suppose the oxygen is the phytohormone and which is synthesized naturally in higher plant. And then no one is inducing the plant to produce oxygen, but plant itself which produce oxygen. So that is synthesized naturally in higher plant. Getting my point? And suppose this oxygen which synthesized at the leaf apex, here the oxygen can be made also here, as well as it will synthesize at the shoot apex. Man गच्छ अगरे oxygen ତିଆରି होची. And controlling growth and development at a site that is distant from its place of production. So oxygen synthesizing at the shoot apex, but one of the effect of oxygen to inhibit growth of the main root. Now main root of growth को inhibit करिवो and induces the formation of the lateral root. That the छुआ को भी theory ହେଲା कोडी theory ହେଲା कोडी where oxygen is made. Where oxygen is made. Now, hello. And where oxygen is made and where it making its effect. Hello.
Yes, sir.
I told you. ଏବେ ମତେ କୁହ କୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ ଅକ୍ସିଜେନ ତିଆରି ହେଲା କୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ ଇଫେକ୍ଟ ପକେଇଲା
ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ ର ଉପର ଭାଗରେ
ହଁ କୁହ ଏବେ ମାନେ କୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ ତିଆରି ହେଲା କୋଉ ଜାଗାରେ ଇଫେକ୍ଟ ପକେଇଲା ଏବେ ତିଆରି ହଉଛି କୋଉଠି ସୁଟ ଆପେକ୍ସ ତିଆରି ହଉଛି କିମ୍ବା ଆମର ଏଠି ଦେଖ ଏ ଯୋଉ ଆମର ଲିଫ ର ଅଗରେ ତିଆରି ହେଲା इफेक्ट जाय कोडी पकोची देखो तयारी हैला कच्छ अगरे किंतु इफेक्ट पकोची हम चेहरे दैट द ऑक्सीजन शेयर our the phyto hormones are the organic substances because they contain carbon as well as they are produced inside the higher plant and they control and growth and development at a site that is distance from its place of production से जो जगह तयारी होची से तार बहुत दूर से काम करची एबे क्लियर and then these are known as our phytohormones are known as growth regulators and because they also control various activity of growth some phytohormones they promote growth some look at and we are having some phytohormones they promote the growth and we are having some phytohormones they also inhibit the growth and we are having 5 types of phytohormones are here auxin gibberellin cytokinins ethylene and abscisic acid out of these auxin gibberellin cytokinin they promote the growth so auxin gibberellin cytokinins are known as growth promoter whereas ethylene and abscisic acid are growth inhibitor because they inhibit the growth they cause responsible for the falling of the leaf falling of the fruit they reduces the growth getting my point
Yes, sir.
okay
Yes, sir.
now here and we have discussed each hormone individually now first comes our oxygen look at now comes the oxygen so first comes to the discovery of oxygen the credit of discovery of oxygen is goes to our the actually the existence of oxygen was first time proved by Charles Darwin and Francis Darwin. And while they were working on the grass plant Phalaris, and he found that the plants are bending towards light. And then actually the credit of discovery of oxygen and isolation of oxygen is goes to F.W. Went in 1928 when he was working on our the Avina plant. Look at this. Now this is the experiment of our the F.W. Went. And then look at and always you have to now here then after the discovery now you have discussed about physiological effect of oxygen. So first come to the oxygen is the word which is derived from the word oxygen, which means to increase. So oxygens are a group of compounds. They promote elongation of shoot cell but inhibits elongation of root cells. Get my point? जो hormone टा गछर root cell को बढ़िया ପାଇଁ दउनी but that promote the growth of the shoot cells known as the oxygen. So the primary action of oxygen is to elongate the stem. Okay. Hello.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Now comes to the types of oxygen. Oxygens are two types: natural oxygen and synthetic oxygen. So natural oxygen means those oxygen which are synthesized naturally in higher plant, automatically in higher plant, known as natural oxygen. Now come to our synthetic oxygen. The oxygen that is synthesized in the laboratory is known as the synthetic oxygen. When these are applied to the plant, they are having same effect like the natural oxygens. And then the example of natural oxygens are indole 3 acetic acid, indole 3 butyric acid, indole 3 pyruvic acid, phenyl acetic acid. The synthetic oxygens name are naphthalene acetic acid, 2,4 dichlorophenoxacetic acid, 2,4,5 trichlorophenoxacetic acid. All are our the synthetic oxygens. Now come to free oxygen and bound oxygen. So oxygen and when present freely inside the plant body known as free oxygen. Next come to the bound oxygen. Bound oxygen means when oxygen which are present in the plant body and in conjunction with any other compound, for example sugar, etc., known as the bound oxygen. Got this point? Now come to the transport of oxygen. The transport of oxygen is always polar. Polar means say shoot apex to root apex को आसिबो. So transport of oxygen is always polar from shoot apex to root apex or from the root apex to shoot apex. Okay. Next is the effect of oxygen. Then what are the effect of this oxygen? The effect of the oxygen are the first is the cell enlargement and cell division. The oxygen also promote the cell enlargement as well as the cell division. Especially you have to remember oxygen is responsible for the cell enlargement. For suppose you are having a very small cell and if you apply oxygen, the oxygen cause the cell elongation, especially that cause cell elongation. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now come to the root initiation. And if you speak about the root initiation, and then oxygen in a low concentration that cause the formation of the lateral root. Oxygen in low concentration that cause formation of the lateral root. And then now comes the flowering. The oxygen also known to induce the flowering in the pineapple plant. Now comes the sex determination. Oxygen cause, look at, they promote formation of the female flower in the plants. Abscission. Oxygen inhibit the process of abscission. Abscission means what? The falling of the leaf is known as the abscission. So oxygen is responsible for the preventing abscission. Okay. Hello, got this point? Hello.
Yes, sir.
And then next is the apical dominance. Next is the apical dominance. And then the apical dominance apical dominance implies that elongation of the stem cell continuously or the elongation of the stem continuously without branching. Stem टा कोन ऊपर लंबा हेई चलिबो जो branching होबो नै. This is the apical dominance. And then look at now here this is the example of apical dominance. Here this particular the plant is now become elongating continuously. Okay, and then you might have seen that. And then in our the home and when we go for the plantation of our the marigold plant तले हम गेंडू गछ पोतु गेंडू गछ अगडा काटी देउ कोन पे काटी देउ केना सबले गछ अगेर ऑक्सीजन तयारी हुए सेति पे कोन से गछ अगडा सबले से ना लंबा करी निए तो बुझिला. But and then here and this concept is known as apical dominance. And when we remove the apical part, what happened? That causes branching. So that the elongation of the this plant known as apical dominance. The next is what? Look at shoot tip. This the look at the oxygen is synthesis here. Your synthesis of oxygen at here. The plant continuously elongates. Okay. And then our the next is our the parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy means and when you apply oxygen to a plant, that causes the development of the fruit that do not have seed. So the development of this fruit without seed or the process of development of the fruit with the act of fertilization is known as parthenocarpy. You might have eaten parthenocarpic fruit. Yes or no? Parthenocarpic watermelon, then parthenocarpic grapes. And then all these are the product of the application of oxygen. बुझिला गोटे प्लांट अछि से प्लांट के में गोटे अंगूर गछ अछि अंगूर गछ को स्प्रे कर देबा ऑक्सीजन देले कोन होबो एते सब फीमेल फुल देखो अछि सब जाको अंगूर को कन्वर्ट होई जिवो तंग भीतर मंजी आसीबो नै बुझिला.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तापर हला म herbicide. Then oxygen also act as herbicide. Herbicide bit nahi and herbicide means that kills herbs. Suppose we are having a paddy field, suppose we are having a crop field. In this crop field, we are having number of the crop plants are present there. And then due to presence of the number of the crop plants, look at, and we are having the number of the crop plants are present here. In addition to crop, there are some weeds are present. Onna man ghaso thabo. Se ghaso wara maria pe ame oxygen भी use करू. Vascular differentiation. Then in the plant, these are the oxygen are also responsible for the formation of xylem and phloem. The shortening of internodes. Oxygen is responsible for the shortening of internodes. Then this is all about the oxygen. Okay. Now we have to discuss about. Now we have discussed about the next hormone. The next hormone is the gibberellin. And then and look at now come to the gibberellin. And discovery of gibberellin was began with appearance of a disease called Bakken disease in rice plant. So first we discuss about what does mean by the Bakken disease. Bakken disease means, and then Bakken disease is a disease of the rice plant that was first seen in our Japan. And the Japanese farmer found that some rice plant that were grew taller and become pale color and bears a few amount of rice. And initially they found that, or they speculated that there may be a new variety of the rice plant. Okay. देखो जापानी फार्मर माने पाखापाखि 1900 मसिया से भाबिले देखिले तांग बिलर किछि राइस गछ तो लंबा हे जाउची सरू हे जाउची आ फळदिया हे जाउची तांकर माने कम धान पडुची इनिशियल भाबिले सी गोटे हमर गोटे ना नुवा वेराइटी गोटे ना राइस प्लांट बोली क्लियर तापरे देखिले कि से जो ना लंबा जो राइस प्लांट रो से कोना आस्ते से जो राइस प्लांट लंबा प्लांट है से स्प्रेड करिगा बिलो सारा आफ्टर दैट and then they got the economical crisis. Then due to the economical crisis and after that and they also told this and then this was problem to the scientist. And first time look at first time the scientist came Sauda found that the rice plant that were growing taller that is not a new variety that is affected by fungus. The name is Gibberella fujikuri. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
Hello. And then in case of the Japan, the Bakken is the word is used for the foolish. जो माने निबोध बोक्का से माने को ना हम जो ना लंबा लोक को राको को जे बोक्का लोक बोलते हैं जो ना को जे हे जो जेतु से राइस प्लांट बिल्ले से लंबा ही होतला ताको से कहले Bakken disease माने लंबा लंबा धान अछरा कि एक्चुअली बट दिस प्लांट वाज इन्फेक्टेड बाय द फंगस Gibberella fujikuri. In 1926, Kurosawa succeeded in obtaining a filtered extract of this fungus, which could cause disease in the healthy plant. Kurosawa in 1926 took the fungus and he grinded the fungus. He prepared the extract. After that, he spread the extract onto the healthy plant. He found that there is some disease occur. ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ କଣ କହିଲେ ତ କିରୋସା କଣ କଲେ ଫଙ୍ଗସକୁ ନେଇ ଆସିଲେ ପିମ୍ପିଟାକୁ ତାକୁ ଗ୍ରାଇଣ୍ଡ କରିଦେଲେ ଗ୍ରାଇଣ୍ଡ କରି ତାକୁ ଚିପୁଡ଼ି ଦେଲେ ଚିପୁଡ଼ି ସେ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟକୁ ପକେଇଦେଲେ ନେଇକି ଆମ ହେଲ୍ଦି ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ ଉପରେ ହେଲା ତାପରେ ସେ ଦେଖିଲେ କି ଆମର ନା ଡିଜିଜ ହେଇଗଲା କିନ୍ତୁ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରାକ୍ଟ ବୁଝ ପାଣି ଗୁରାକ ଚିପୁଡ଼ି ଦେଲେ ତାକୁ ଦେନ୍ ଏ ବୁଟ ଆଣ୍ଡ ସୁମେକି they isolate the active substance from the extract of fungus जिबोला फुजिकुरी and named it as the जिबोले किए कहले ये बुटा एंड सुमेकी 1938 रे से फंगस भितरु से बाहर करले कोन से ताको से जो माने फंगस भितरु से बाहर करले कोन से जो को कंपाउंड एक्चुअली गछटे लंबा करू से ताको ना बाहर करथिले फॉर दिस पॉइंट हेलो
Yes, sir.
and then after that we have to discuss about the chemistry. Actually the gibberellins are the tetracyclic diterpenoic acids. Individual gibberellic acids are referred to as GAX because we are having 125 gibberellic acid have been discovered. So and then on the basis of serial number of the discovery we can say them as gibberellic acid 1 to gibberellic acid 125. For this point. And now look at now this is the structure of the gibberellic acid. Okay, this is the structure of the gibberellic acid 3. The C19 to look at the gibberellic. Actually here gibberellic acid contains the 20 carbon atom, but in case of some gibberellic acid and then one carbon atom is lost. So gibberellic acid 3 is a carbon 19 containing gibberellic acid. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
And the gibberellic acid having 20 carbon atom are not biologically active as compared to gibberellic acid which having the 19 carbon atom. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
And then next come to our the look at next come to the distribution of gibberellin in plants. In general, reproductive part contain much higher concentration of gibberellin than the vegetative part. So the immature seeds are especially the rich in gibberellin. Suppose if anyone want to isolate gibberellin and always this person have to take the immature seed because immature seed contain high concentration of the gibberellin. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
Hello. And then we have discussed about gibberellic acid transport. The transport of gibberellic acid in plant is in non-polar. It occurs for the vascular tissue. Means it has the no direction. So it is a non-polar. Okay. And then next come to our the look at now come to our the physiological effect of the gibberellin. Then our 30 and when you spray gibberellin, what would be the effect on? Then what would be its effect on the plant? First, the elongation of the genetical dwarf plant. The function of the gibberellin is to elongate the stem. Okay, and suppose look at in case of the +2, then you might have studied. Then the Mendel's pea plant. One plant is short, one plant is long. Okay, and then suppose we are having a dwarf plant. And then if a plant is dwarf means in this plant the gibberellic acid is not synthesized or the gibberellic acid synthesized that is not effective to increase the plant length. And if we spray the gibberellin, what happen here? The plant length can be increased. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Got this point? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, sir.
And now come to light inhibited stem growth. Generally, now tell me light promotes the stem growth or light inhibits stem growth? In a light promotes stem growth or light inhibits stem growth?
Promote the
Light
Then
promote.
what do you think?
So promote.
stem.
And always you understand actually light inhibits stem growth. So light stem growth कमाए because And when we grow a plant in the light and when you grow a plant in the dark, at the same time, the plant that is growing in the dark condition become white or pale color, that become elongated thin. The plant that is grown in the light condition, this plant is thick and a green color. So then light inhibits stem growth. And in presence of the light, we can induce the stem to grow when you apply the gibberellin. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Now come to bolting. Bolting means the short day plant and a long day plant. Do we know what is short day plant? What is long day plant? Look at short day plant means the plant which flower in the short day condition or in the winter, known as short day plant. The plant which do not flower in the short day condition and is flower in long day condition, known as the long day plant. Okay. Generally, the long day plant when sown in the short day condition and before arrival of the long day, this plant remain rosette in the at the end of the short day condition. The long day condition which maintain rosette habit in the short day condition. When the long day condition come, they suddenly elongate and develop a flower known as bolting. बुझिपारुछुआ लॉन्ग डे प्लांट माने जो प्लांटा तमरो लंबा दिन फुल फुटियो माने शीत तमरो खरा दिन फुल फुटियो लॉन्ग डे प्लांटा शीत दिन कंडीशन रे शॉर्ट डे कंडीशन रे कोन माटी ऊपर पूरा हमरे गोटे चक्का हे मारि दियो जो मान डेंगा होनथियो देन आसुना द लॉन्ग डे कंडीशन कम it suddenly elongate and develop the flower. This condition is known as bolting. We can easily explain bolting by the example of our the cabbage, bandakobi. Then look at this cabbage. The cabbage plant having a very short stem, and in this stem there is very conjugative node and internode. From each node, the leaf become developed. Then due to the very conjugative nodes and internode, the leaves do not find the place to open up, so they overlap each other, and then that is our the cabbage. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if we spray gibberellin, what happen then? If we spray gibberellin, then what happen? Those who have joined lately, please write your enrollment number in the chat box. Hello. Look at
Yes,
it.
sir.
And if you spray gibberellin, then what happen? If you spray gibberellin, then what happen? Then what is the function of the gibberellin? To increase the stem length or to increase the internodal distance. So if you spray the gibberellin on the cabbage, what happen? This cabbage plant or the cabbage will become a 6 feet plant. How much? It become a 6 feet plant.
6 feet.
Because the gibberellin which cause increase in the internodal distance. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
So now come to our the induction of flowering. The gibberellin also known to induce the flowering in the long day plant. Then sex expression. The gibberellin promote the maleness, dormancy. Suppose the seed is unable to germinate, we can induce the seed to germinate, and then when you apply the gibberellin. Now the मंजी अछि मंजी तो गजा होनी तला कोन कले गजा हो मंजीटा को कोन कले छ गजा हो हेलो मंजीटा को
Yes, sir.
कोन कले गजा हो and when you spray the gibberellin, next is the parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy means is the development of fruit without act of fertilization. So the parthenocarpy fruit can be developed by the application of the gibberellin as well as oxygen also. Root growth. Generally, gibberellin do not have any effect on the root growth. Next is the vulnerization. Generally, the low temperature requirement for some plant can replace by gibberellin. Suppose a plant required the low temperature to germinate, or suppose a plant required that is not low temperature to flower. So in place of low temperature, if we spray the gibberellin, the plant can flower. Then the gibberellin which cause synthesis of enzyme alpha amylase. Alpha amylase is the enzyme which synthesize in the our the seeds during our germination. Suppose this is our the rice plant. This is the rice seed, and then this is our the testa plus fuse pericarp. Look at, and when we put the rice in the water, what happened then? The first water enter in the rice, Now this is our the embryo. The embryo gibberellic acid synthesized. Now the gibberellic acid is a cotyledon. So the cotyledon or scutellum, the gibberellic acid now goes to the aileron layer. Aileron layer you might have all seen. Then there is a thin layer of protein which is present on the surface of the rice. And then generally we remove it and throw our the cellar or the food processing. କାରଣ ଦେଖିଥିବ ଆମ ଭାତ ଉପରେ ଗୋଟେ ନାଲି ଗୋଟେ ଲେୟାର ଥାଏ, ତାକୁ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଗୋଟେ କାଣ୍ଡିଆ ଚାଉଳ କହୁ, ଗୋଟେ ଅକାନେ ଚାଉଳ କହୁ, ଜାଣିଛ ଏଟା?
Yes, sir.
Like.
ତମେ ଦେଖିଥିବ ବେଳେ ଭାତ ଉପରେ ବେଳେ ବେଳେ ଟିକେ ଟିକେ ନାଲି ଲାଗି ଥାଏ, ଦେଖିଛ?
Yes, sir.
ସେଗୁଡ଼ା ହେଲା ଆମ ଆଲିରନ୍ ଲେୟାର, ତାକୁ ଆମେ ଚାଞ୍ଚିକି ବାହାର କରିଦେଉ, ମାନେ ଭାତର ପ୍ରୋଟିନ୍ ପାର୍ଟଟା କାଢି ଦେଇଥାଉ, ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଚ ପାର୍ଟଟା ଖାଉ। And then during our the germination, our gibberellic acid synthesized inside our the where? In our the embryo, then it goes to our the aileron layer. In aileron layer, it induces formation of alpha amylase. So here alpha amylase the function to digest the starch into maltose. Then maltose break in glucose. Then this embryo consume it and grow. Next comes the biopsy of gibberellin. Biopsy means then how can you measure effect of the gibberellin? One is the barley endosperm test, the dwarf pea test. Dwarf pea test, suppose we are having a dwarf pea plant, as you know that, and this application of gibberellin which cause increase in the growth of the pea plant. Suppose we are having the not two pea plant, and then onto which we apply a low concentration of gibberellin, onto which we apply high concentration of gibberellin. Here we apply high concentration of gibberellin, the pea plant also become increase in height as compared to this low concentration of gibberellin. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
Then next come to our commercial use, that is applicable for fruit growth, parthenocarpy, malt, delayed of ripening. If we spray the gibberellin, the ripening process would be slowed down. So we can keep the fruit for long time at our home. And suppose and we are having seed, the seed is not germinating, then we can also keep at the home for the, then we can also apply gibberellin for the germination. Okay. Now comes the cytokinin. So cytokinins are a class of phytohormones that promote cell division and are derivative of purine. You might have studied the DNA. The DNA contains purine, adenine and guanine are the purines. So cytokinins are the derivative of the purines. Now come to the discovery of cytokinin. The credit of discovery of cytokinin goes to Miller while he was working at Professor Cook's lab in the University of Wisconsin, USA. Miller जन साइंटिस्ट थे, से 1955 मसीहा सुधा से हमर प्रोफेसर स्कूग जन थे ना प्लांट बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, ताको लैबोरेटरी काम करथिले कोडी यूएसए रे यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ विस्कॉन्सिन रे। ता काम थिला तो टोबाको देखुछ, तो टोबाको धुआं पत्र गछ जोटा हम गुंडी करंदी।
Yes, sir.
Yes,
से
sir.
टोबाको प्लांट काटी देले, काटी की टू द पीथ सेल, पीथ बुझ तो ये मझी पार्ट टाको प्लांट मझी पार्ट टाको स्टेम पीथ कहती। ये पीथ रु से कि सेल नहीं गले, सेल टाको नहीं की ताको कोड़े थालिया रे पकई पेटी प्लेट रे खाए पे दे बढ़ेले। ताको मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव थिला टू इंड्यूस दिस सेल टू डिवाइड एट हाई रेट। ताको ऑब्जेक्टिव कोन थिला? ऑब्जेक्टिव वाज टू इंड्यूस दिस सेल टू डिवाइड एट हाई रेट। गॉट दिस पॉइंट?
Yes, sir.
हेलो।
Yes,
And
sir.
finally at the time
Yes,
काम मतलब कि सेल मान को खाइबा दे कि बट डिवाइड करे चेष्टा करिवे, but he failed to induce the cell divide, but finally he failed. Okay, and then look at and lacter and he got exhausted. चिबरा हाली आइ गेले, कहले I will leave my work because he tried for a long time, for 4 to 5 years, but he didn't able to induce the cell to divides. But one time when he was sitting then in the desk or in the chair in the room, he found that there is a old stock of DNA at one corner of the laboratory. से कौन पाइल कोटे तांका आगुरु कि ओडे लोकोटे आछि, से डीएनए पर रिसर्च करछि, रिसर्च करी कि डीएनए को पत्रु काढी को रखि दे पळै छि। से कौन गले से डीएनए को भंगा से डीएनए काढी छिंचि देले काहा परे ए सेल मान को परे, and he found that the cells are started to divide at high rate. What कौन गले सेल वाला ना डिवाइड करे आरंभ कला, Later that he after the in case of the very next experiment, he took the fresh DNA and added to the cell. He found the cells are not dividing. In the next experiment, he took the DNA and he autoclaved it. Autoclave means ताको प्रेशर कुकर भितर भर्ती करिसे ना गरम कर देले, ताको पकड़ देखले सेल ओरा तमर बे ना डिवाइड करे आरंभ कला. After that he found that actually not fresh DNA, the breakdown product of DNA is main responsible for inducing division. Got this point?
Yes, sir.
Later it was identified as 6-porphyryl aminopurine, and then lithametal 1965 isolated a compound from the unripe maize grains. हम जो मक्का मंजूर बाहर कले ताको कले जियाटिन बोले कहले. जियाटिन भी गोटे हमर भी साइटोकाइनिन टा माने जो हार्मोन टा सेल डिवीजन प्रमोट करू ताको हम कहू साइटोकाइनिन. Now come to the occurrence. Cytokines are widespread plant hormone टा, site of synthesis, root, chemistry. Cytokine may be occur naturally or may be produced synthetically. Now come to the natural cytokinin, means these are commonly found in the plant. The transgeatin, cis-geatin, dihydrogeatin, isopentyl adenine, and isopentyl adenosine, all are the cytokinins. This is the structure of the transgeatin. And then this is the structure of the isopentyl adenine. This is the structure of the dihydrogeatin. This is chemistry. Now come to the synthetic cytokinin, and all these are which are synthesized in the laboratory. These chemicals. Anti-cytokinin. The molecules which block action of cytokinin is called anti-cytokinin. Next, the transport of cytokinin. It is possible that during active growth, cytokinin is synthesized in both root and shoot meristem. Long distance transport of case of root only. Long distance transport in case of root only, because the root and shoot both synthesize the cytokinin. There is no need of the transport of the cytokine to a long distance if it occurs that from the root to other part. Next comes the physiological effect. After when you spread the cytokinin, what would the possible effect? One is cell division. Application of the cytokinin that cause the cell to divide at a high rate. What? That cause what? Cell to divide at a high rate. This is the this. Okay, this cell application cytokinin that cause cell to divide. Cell enlargement means suppose it's a very small cell. If you apply the cytokinin, that cause cell to divide, so it enlarge or increase in size. Apical dominance. So cytokinin cause counteraction of apical dominance. Actually, oxygen cause apical dominance, but cytokinin who is counteract apical dominance. Next comes our the chloroplast maturation, and then actually the cytokinin which is responsible for the maturation of the chloroplast. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cytokinin what? Cytokine responsible for the maturation of the chloroplast. Chloroplast means, and it is responsible for the development of the chloroplast. Okay. Hello. And now
Yes,
come
sir.
to the retardation of senescence. Retardation of senescence means, and if you apply the cytokinin, the senescence means aging process will be our retard. Now aging havani, that dormancy of seed. So cytokinin also help in the breakage of dormancy of seed. The accumulation of salt, cytokinin induces accumulation of salt, etc. Now this is all the use of the cytokinin. As like that, we are abscisic acid is also there. And if you explain about abscisic acid, and then abscisic acid that causes the abscission. Abscission means falling of the old parts. And then this is all about history of the abscisic acid. I am not discussing here. Now come to our the physiological effect, the structure of abscisic acid. Now come to our the physiological effect, especially first is the growth inhibition, and it's the first function is the growth inhibition, abscisic acid role. And then hello. And
Yes,
then
sir.
next is the what water stress. Actually, the abscisic acid is known as the stress hormone, because abscisic acid is responsible for falling of the leaf. So falling of the our plant part. So and it acts as stress hormone. Suppose we are having a plant. This plant is growing. In case of our land, but land also below plant grow करुची खरा जो हैला. खरा जोर हेले कौन हम তাহলে কোন সে যে সয়েল রে পানিটা শুকি ଯିବ যদি গছ আর বর্ষ বঞ্চিବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହିଁବ ତା ପତ୍ରକୁ ନ ଗଳେଇବ ସେ ବଞ୍ଚି ପାରିବ କି ତା ପତ୍ର ଗଳେଇ ଦବ ତା ପତ୍ର ଗଳେଇବା ପାଇଁ କଣ ଦରକାର ଆମର ଏଇ ଆବସିସ୍ ରେ ଏବଂ ସିକ୍ରେସନ ହବ ତା ପତ୍ର ସେ ଗଳେଇବ got this point
Yes, sir.
hello
Yes, sir.
and then the now root geotropism it means here where abscisic acid present that inhibit growth there so the abscisic acid helps the lateral root to go into the soil suppose we are having a lateral root ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ସାଇଡ ରୁ ଚେର ବାହାରିଛି ସେଟା କଣ ଆମର ମାଟି ଉପରେ ବଢୁଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଗଛର ଚେର କୋଉ ଦରକାର ମାଟିର ତଳକୁ ଯିବା ଦରକାର ତାହେଲେ କେମିତି ଯିବ then the plant synthesizes the abscisic acid deposit on one side the side where it deposit the growth will be blocked here okay but the growth is more on the upper side so to the upper side of the more growth the root is now start to enter into the soil got this point
Yes, sir.
next the seed dormancy it helps in the seed dormancy bud dormancy all are the activities next is the all is the assays look at and then this is our the bacillinosteroids bacillinosteroids is also a phytohormones that is and its action is more or less similar to oxygen and besides this we are also another hormone that is ethylene ethylene is a gaseous hormone then you might have known this it's also a growth retarding hormone okay hello
Yes, sir.
then after we have to discuss about look at now here we have discussed about the photoperiodism look at now comes the photoperiodism means and then it is the effect of the light on the flowering so as you know that we are having some plant they flower in the short day condition some plant who flower in the long day condition in which day a particular plant flower how do the plant know actually plant having a mechanism to measure day length and night length flower this mechanism is and so that mechanism which enables plant to respond to day length and night length to flower at a specific time of the year known as the photoperiodism got this point hello hello
Yes, sir.
गोटे प्लांट दिन लंबा और राति लंबा मापिक फूल फुटेबा कुआजे फोटोपेरियोडिज्म दिस फिनोमेना वाज डिस्कवर्ड बाय गार्नर एंड आर्लेट 1920 and 1922 we are having that now on the basis of the photoperiod means always you have to understand the relative length of the day and night called a photoperiod गोटे दिन रे केते समय दिन केते समय राति ता मिसेला गोटे photoperiod on the basis of the photoperiod we have classified plant into our three types short day plant means those plant which flower in short day condition short day plant and a generally these plant which flower in the short day condition thus winter the plant which flower in the long day condition is the long day plant the plant which is flowering all the time known as the day neutral plant and besides we are having another two category one is long day plant one is what then one is a long short day plant second is the short long day plant long short day plant means actually these are short day plant but they need to be grow in the long day condition to flower in the short day plant in the short day condition what is this point long short day plant these are the which plant these are short day plant but they need to be grow in the long day condition to flower in the short day condition that the तमे ताको वर्षा दिने पोतिले से शीत दिन फूल फुटियो वर्षा दिन हमरो long day condition रे then short long day plant now tell me what would be the your answer of the short long day plant what would be your answer of the short long day plant
So, long day plant टा किंतु से short condition में बढ़िबो
से कोन हेतिबो से हमर गोटे long day plant है ये long day plant है तो बस short day condition पोतले जे से long day condition फूल फुटियो then we are having our the Look at all these are about the mechanism. According to our, then to explain mechanism of flowering, there are the number of theory have been proposed. One is a floral hormone theory. Second is the phytochrome concept. Third is the gibberellin-like hormone. Look at now here I am skipping because of not time is there. And then next is our vernalization. Vernalization means the effect of the is the, look at it is the effect of the cold on the plant, or especially it is the effect of the cold on the plant response is known as the vernalization. Actually, in case of the vernalization, what happened? Due to the cold stimulus, our the vegetative period is shortened and the plant get suddenly flowers, suddenly the floweration. Vernalization कौन हुए? So that the in case of the vernalization, by treating the plant with the cold, we can reduce the vegetative growth, we can hasten the flowering. But a plant is 6 ମାସ ଫୁଲ ଫୁଟଉଛି, ତା ମଞ୍ଜି ଗଜା ହେବ, ତାକୁ ଯଦି ଆମେ କୋଲ୍ଡ ଟ୍ରିଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେଇଦେବା, ଯେ ଥଣ୍ଡା କରିଦେବା, ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ଥଣ୍ଡା ଟ୍ରିଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେଇଦେବା, ତାହେଲେ ସେ ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟର ମଞ୍ଜିଟା ଯୋଉଟାକ ଯୋଉ ଗଛ ହେବ 3 ମାସ ସିଏ ଫୁଲ ଫୁଟିବ। ସେ କନସେପ୍ଟକୁ ଆମେ କ'ଣ କହୁଛେ? Vernalization. Then it was the first observed by the Clippard, but the term vernalization was given by Lysenko in 1928. For this point?
Yes, sir.
Especially the meristematic tissues, meristematic cells are responsible for the vernalizations. Now to the condition for the vernalization, age of the plant, appropriate low temperature. The age of the plant is also important factor to respond to cold stimulus. Appropriate low temperature, so that vernalization is effective in 1 to 3 centigrade. The effectiveness of the vernalization decrease below 1 degree, that is from 0 to 0 minus 4, and also decrease from 12 to 14 degree. After 14 degree, vernalization is having no effect. Now oxygen vernalization is a aerobic process. Without vernalization, oxygen vernalization cannot occur. In absence of water, vernalization cannot occur. All are the factors affecting vernalization. Next is the mechanism. To explain mechanism of vernalization, their theory, veggie development theory is there, hormonal theory there. Next is the devernalization. The positive effect of vernalization can be reversed by treating subsequent high temperature. This is one devernalization. आरते गोटे प्लांट अच्छी, प्लांट को हमें आगे कोल्ड टेम्परेचर दे देले 6 मास फुल फुटे जाए, 3 मास फुल फुटी थांता, किंतु कोल्ड टेम्परेचर देला परे से प्लांट को संगे संगे हमें हीट दे देबा, हीट दे देला पर से पुन जहा पुनी बे ना नॉर्मल प्लांट हे गेला, से पुन 6 मास फुल फुटिबो. दिस कंडीशन इज नॉट devernalization. हेलो हेलो
सर वॉइस कट होला कि जानि हेलानी.
देखो हम गोटे प्लांट, देखो हम जो कहबे कि व्हाट डज मीन बाय द devernalization. ना मैं ऑडिबल?
Yes, sir.
Devernalization, suppose we have treated a plant with a cold stimulus to induce the plant to flower within 3 months, but naturally this plant flower after 6 months. Plant 6 मास पर से फुल फुटिया कथा, किंतु ताको मैं गजा अवस्था रे गछटा पानी कि ताको मैं कोल्ड टेम्परेचर दे देलांगु गछटा 3 मास फुल फुटिया कथा, माने आमे चाहू फुटिया पय, किंतु कोल्ड टेम्परेचर देला परे ताको पुनी आमे हॉट कर दोतु. हॉट दे देले कोन होची, पुनी जो 3 मास फुल फुटिया कथा से न फुटी पुनी 6 मास फुल फुटला, ताको को devernalization. आ vernalization हिलान. हेलो बुझिला पॉइंट है?
Yes, sir.
माने 6 मास रे फुल फुटिया कथा नेचुरली फुटे, ताको मैं कोल्ड कोन पे देले 3 मास फुल फुटिया पय, किंतु कोल्ड देला पर पुनी हीट कर देले. तो vernalization माने कोन होची, कि कोल्ड करूची ता भीतर गोटे हार्मोन प्लांट तयारी होची, ताको छी हमें कोन ताको हम कहू vernalization. ताको बेसी हम ताको देखो हॉट ट्रीटमेंट न कर दांते से vernalization रही कि गछ फुल पड़ जांता. But when subsequent hot temperature हम दे देले vernalization भांगी होला, so next the flowering will be another 6 months. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And now come to significance. Significance means, then what is significance of vernalization? So the vernalization increases fungal resistance. If you take a cold temperature initially, that increases the fungal resistance. That increases the frost resistance. Man cold temperature, the cold resistance का चूसे बने बढ़े दबो. And that also reduce the vegetative growth and hasten flowering. गछर vegetative growth टा कमेबो आ फुलडा को शीघ्र फुटेबो. बुझिला त?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Look at, then also we are having also the nitrogen fixation is there, and just I am speaking about the verbally. Nitrogen fixation means in the atmosphere there is 78% or more there is a nitrogen, but the no plant having capacity to take nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. The plant to take nitrogen, the plant has to take nitrogen from the soil. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
ପିଲାମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଲେଖି ପଠେଇଛୁ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡାନ୍ସ ରେ? ହ୍ୟାଲୋ।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ଭିଡ଼ିଓଟା ଅନ୍ କରୁଛ ଏଇଟା। ଏବେ ଖାଲି ନା ଭର୍ବାଲ ନ କଲେ ହବନି ଆଉ। ପିଲାମାନେ ଦେଖ, ଆମେ ମାନେ ଜାଣିଛେ कि हम आटमोस्फियर नाइट्रोजन परिमाण पाखापी 78% समथिंग अच्छी, बट प्लांट रो कैपेसिटी नहीं टू टेक दिस नाइट्रोजन डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम दी आटमोस्फियर। सो प्लांट केतेबेल नाइट्रोजन नबो जेतेबेल नाइट्रोजन टा सॉइल रे आसी कि हमर ना नाइट्रेट फॉर्म थिबो बा अमोनियम फॉर्म थिबो। तो प्रोसेस बाय व्हिच atmospheric nitrogen converting into nitrate or ammonium is or ammonia is known as our the nitrogen fixation. Got this point?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And now look at it. Simply and we are having the three types of the nitrogen fixation. One is about the physical method, next is about the biological method. One is about the physical method of nitrogen fixation. Physical means during about the thunder and lightning, and then the nitrogen and oxygen also react to form the nitrite or to form the nitrate. And then besides this, we are having industrial. Industrial means in the industry or ammonia is made by Barnes and Haber's process. And then now the last is the biological nitrogen fixation, when the living organism and convert nitrogen to ammonia, known as the biological process of the nitrogen fixation. In the world, the no eukaryote having capacity to convert nitrogen into ammonia. Only some prokaryote having capacity to convert nitrogen into ammonia. You might have heard the leguminous plant. ସବୁ ଯାକ ଶୁଣିଥିବ ପିଲା କି ଆମର ଯୋଉ କଣ କହିଲ ଯୋଉ ଲେଗୁମିନସ୍ ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ ଜାଣିଥିବ, ଯୋଉ ଡାଲି ଜାତୀୟ ଗଛ ସବୁ ଜାଣିଛ। ଡାଲି ଜାତୀୟ ଗଛରେ କଣ ଥାଏ, ଚେର ଭିତରେ ଯୋଉ ଗଣ୍ଠି ଥାଏ, ଡାଲି ଚେର ଭିତରେ ଯୋଉ ଗଣ୍ଠି ଥାଏ, ସେ ଗଣ୍ଠି ଭିତରେ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ଥାଏ, ତାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ କି ଆମର ରାଇଜୋବିୟମ। ସେ ରାଇଜୋବିୟମ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ଟେରିଆ ଭିତରେ ପଶିକି ସେ ନାଇଟ୍ରୋଜେନ ଆମୋନିଆ କରେ, ଆମୋନିଆଟାକୁ କଣ କରେ ନା ଗଛରେ ଖାଏ। And those who have come lately, please write your enrollment number in the chat box. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
देखो आम आउ गोटे अच्छे आमर स्ट्रेस बायोलॉजी। स्ट्रेस बायोलॉजी खाली तुमको गोटे कॉन्सेप्ट खाली दूसरी। स्ट्रेस बायोलॉजी कॉन्सेप्ट है, and though we are living in this environment, we are having so stress. As like we are having stress, the plant also suffer from various types of stress, like water stress, temperature stress, or the drought stress, frost stress, etc. Suppose we are having a plant. If the plant is deficient of water, the plant will have some stress because there is no water. It's water stress. Suppose a plant is growing in the haline condition. Haline means or the halophytic plants, or the plant is growing in about the area where the high concentration of salt. The plant will get the salt stress. If a plant is growing high temperature, the plant also gets a high temperature stress. So the adapt to the environment, plant need some modification. And under the stress biology, that is the last part you have to encounter, you have to go for that. Then what kind of modification plant has to face the stress? Okay, the stress may be about the abiotic stress or the biotic stress. Whatever we have discussed all about the abiotic stress. The biotic stress, the plant also infected by the fungus, by the bacteria, by the viruses. So these are the biotic stress. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, is there any problem to understand and look at? And then I'm also making clear. Then there is a very huge paper of yours, and we have been asked to complete about your whole paper in 4 hour of class. And before of the class, I had managed, I think, the number of classes by taking 1.5 hours, extending. Yes, you know.
Yes, sir.
Then it is not possible to complete your whole syllabus within this particular stipulated time period. So I have tried to touch every point. Uh, and if you have any doubt, you are having my contact number also, because you collected at that class. Then you may also contact, and for that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, and whatever we have discussed about phytohormones today, and is it understood by you? Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
And then regarding the note and PDF, and then I will send you the WhatsApp and whatever the materials. Then I have already taught you. Then I will try to send you this. Then send you in the WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
And who have joined lately, please write your enrollment number in the chat box so that your attendance can be recorded. Now tell me, is there any doubt for today regarding your examination, regarding the topic that we have discussed, etc.? Hello.
Sir, biotic ଆଉ abiotic ଟା ଟିକେ ରହିଲା.
Biotic stress means when the plant gets some stress that is due to the living organism. For example, bacterial infection, viral infection, fungal infection, due to any type of competition, one of the biotic stress. And the abiotic stress means when the stress is caused by the environmental factors like about water deficiency, high temperature, salt stress is known as the abiotic stress. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then anyone having any doubt? Regarding all classes, because it's our last class. Is there any doubt? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Will you stop? Yes. Or yes or no? Is there any doubt, or will you stop the class, or will you conclude? Is there any doubt of anyone? Let me know.
Right.
You. Okay. Tell me. Hello. Will you conclude? Will we conclude?
Huh?
Okay. And thank you very much for cooperating with us to complete your syllabus. And if you have any doubt, you may ask us regarding material, how much material I have, I will also supply to you, or also I will see, I also share with you. And for your the materials, you have to consult with your the IGNO coordinator of your the concern study center. Okay. Then thank you very much again also.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.